You will not have a premature death. A lot of people in this world have died young. They have died before their time. But I pray that God preserves you, just as He preserved Lot and his family. May God preserve you. May God preserve you from destruction. Just as He preserved Noah and his family, I pray that God will preserve you from things that have come up against you. Most of the things that have come up against you to destroy your life have been set up by the adversary. But I pray that God preserves you from premature death. Today's word is from the book of 2 Kings 4:38-41. 2 Kings 4:38-41. And it reads, "And Elisha returned to Gilgal, and there was a famine in the land. Now the sons of the prophets were sitting before him, and he said to his servant, Put on a large pot and boil stew for the sons of the prophets. So one went out into the field to gather herbs, and found a wild vine, and gathered from it a lapful of wild goats, and came and sliced them into the pot of stew, though they did not know what they were. Then they served it to the men to eat. Now it happened, as they were eating the stew, that they cried out and said, Man of God, there is death in the pot. And they could not eat it. So he said, Then bring some flour. And he put it into the pot and said, Serve it to the people, that they may eat. And there was nothing harmful in the pot. There was nothing harmful in the pot. Some of you have taken poisonous stuff unknowing. You have taken things that could have killed you, even right from your childhood. There are things that you have been taking. There is medication that you have been taking that is poisonous. That medication has killed a lot of people. But for you, it has not destroyed you. God has been preserving your life all this time. Now, when we read this scripture, it talks about Elisha and the sons of the prophet. Now, the scripture says, there was a famine in the land. Now, the sons of the prophet were sitting before him, and he said to his servant, Put on a large pot and boiled stew for the sons of the prophets. This was a situation, brothers and sisters, that Prophet Elisha had to experience. That there was a famine in the land. Some of you are in places that are dry. There is a famine in your family. There is a famine in your region. When I say famine, it may not necessarily mean a real famine. It may mean that there are things in your life that do not bring fruit, that have dried up, that are not working out. There was a famine in the land. Now Elisha called the sons of the prophets. He called them and sent one to go and gather, to put on a large pot and boil stew. Now the scripture says that one went out and started gathering herbs. But as he was gathering herbs, unaware, he sliced something that was wild, something that seemed to be poisonous, and he gathered it. He gathered it without knowing. Some of you have invited friends that have injected poisonous, friends that are poisonous in nature, friends that are like venomous snakes. They have joined the company of your friends, and they have put on a mask of disguise, and they are waiting for the day to strike you. But my brothers and sisters, remain in the word and always speak the word. I encourage people, in whatever situation that you are going through, speak the word. It may look like things are not working out, but do not look at what is presented before you. Speak the word. Even when you receive bad news, even when you are in a dry place, speak the word. Elisha knew this principle. It was all about the word. Now, the scripture says that when the sons of the prophet had started eating and what they had boiled, they realized that there was death. There was death in what they were eating. And they cried out to the man of God. They said, "Man of God, there is death in the pot." And they could not eat it. Now, I love what Elisha did, because a lot of people would start doing other things. They would start rushing. But this is what Elisha did. The scripture says, then he said, "Bring me some flour and put it into a pot." So when they brought flour and they put it into the pot and they started serving, nothing harmed them. Just by changing, by putting flour. This is a miracle. Because in actual sense, flour cannot remove poison. But this is a miracle. Flour was like a point of contact. My God, I wish I'm speaking to somebody. Flour was like a point of contact. And he believed that by mixing flour with this poisonous thing, even if they take it, they will not be hurt. Doesn't the scripture say that even if you take poison, you will not hurt? You will not be hurt? So my brothers and sisters, I'm not telling you to go out and look for poison and start taking. No. Because if you do that, you are most likely to die, because you are testing God. You're putting your God into a test. The thing that I'm telling you, that if you are in a situation where this poison has been injected in you, it could be in your dreams, God will save you. Speak the word. Speak the word over your situation. Some of you, the sicknesses that you are having right now is because of poison. And you do not know. It is because of poison. Maybe something that you ate and made you sick. And it is destroying your life slowly by slowly. It could be the food that you ate. Processed food. That has caused all kinds of diseases. That has destroyed your organs. But I pray, I speak a word to your organs right now. Be made well. Be made well. Brothers and sisters, this is the good news that we preach. That Jesus wishes above all things that you prosper. Well, I have come to the end of this message, and one thing that I would like you to do is share this message. Introduce somebody to this good news. Now, until next time, be blessed.